Time for You Auto Know with Steve Hurley from Stingray Chevrolet. And today we're looking at how a government mandate to increase fuel efficiency is going to affect the cars we drive.
And exactly what does that mean for the value of the cars that are older and don't comply? Because, Steve, we're talking about a government mandate by the year 2025. Tell us about that.
They're going to mandate 54.5 miles per gallon. I already have mandated it from the Obama administration, from 2012. But that's a big, lofty target. It's hard for me to imagine that they're really going to reach that.
I love it. 54.3 miles per gallon, I'm in.
But why do you think that they won't be able to reach that, Steve?
I think they can, but keep in mind, it is an average of all vehicles, cars and trucks. So you can have some trucks that may get, by that time, 30 miles per gallon, and some cars that get 80, 90 miles per gallon, particularly hybrids and electric vehicles.
So do you think that's where we're going? No longer will there be a vehicle on the road that just takes gasoline? Do you think those will be extinct?
Big question, because the government's trying to mandate the way the industry goes, whereas ultimately it's the consumer that's going to decide what they want to purchase, right? Because right now they want pickups, SUVs that don't get as good a mileage, better than they used to, but not as good a mileage, especially with gas prices down in the $2 range.
Well, and they're in the $2 range, and who knows if they're going to last in the $2 range. But don't you think we need to be less reliant on fuel? And so this is a good goal, maybe lofty right at the moment, but with technology changing every day, do you think this is going to be a tough one to reach? Well,
at least the leadership at GM, I've talked to them when I was on the dealer council, and they actually have shared that they are working towards that goal. They plan to reach that. They have a model coming out called the Bolt that's an electric vehicle that's going to have a much longer range than the current Volt has, and that's going to be coming out year after next.
What is the range going to be?
Range on that vehicle, I'm not sure, but I think it'll be closer to 100 miles, maybe 200 miles.
Per tank?
Per charge.
Oh, per charge.
Of electricity.
Okay. Per tank.
Right. Yes, exactly.
I'm in the gas term.
That's right.
We're
exactly,
seeing hybrid SUVs now, so we know the vehicles are getting larger and they're getting more fuel efficient now. So I can see there being trucks, if we need them in 2025, with a big cab that are totally electric or just hybrid.
And to help get there, you're seeing a lot of, it's a good point about the trucks, you're seeing a lot of diesels, which wasn't as common except in the larger heavy-duty models. Now you're seeing diesel in like our Chevy Colorado. The Dodge Ram has a diesel. They tend to get a lot better fuel mileage, and they burn a lot cleaner.
Let's talk about we mentioned in the beginning, the non-compliant vehicles. How will this affect those vehicles in terms of resale and depreciation?
I think they still will be attractive to individuals. Of course, the depreciation and the market value will just be determined by what the consumers want. I think people will still like those vehicles, but ultimately if they become obsolete to where you can't justify it, and to your point, if we have $4 and $5 fuel years from now, they may really be obsolete.
They'll be collector's items.
That's right.
They'll be really
expensive.
To
be parked and not driven.
Exactly.
Items you don't want to collect.
That's
necessarily.
Right.
All right, Steve Hurley, thank you so much. Really appreciate all your information always.
Thanks so much.
For more info on Stingray Chevrolet, just head to stingraychevrolet.com.
We'll be right back.